Under current traditional consulting models, trustees already delegate security selection to investment managers and delegate transaction processing, for example, to custodian banks. Under newer delegated consulting or discretionary models, trustees can delegate investment manager selection, investment structure design, which includes whether to include passive or active investment strategies and the numbers of managers to use. Trustees can also delegate decisions regarding rebalancing, decisions regarding where to draw liquidity from to pay benefits, and in some cases, trustees can delegate the asset allocation decision as well. Examples of fiduciary responsibility that can't be delegated include overall accountability for process. Trustees are ultimately responsible for big-ticket strategic decisions like whether to use a traditional consulting model or whether to delegate under a delegated consulting model. And ultimately, trustees are responsible for oversight of performance and risk and monitoring at the highest level. Factors that trustees are considering when they look at whether or not delegated consulting is appropriate for their funds, or at least considering that, include whether or not they have staff. Funds with in-house staff who cover administrative and investment functions typically are not going to be inclined to select delegated consulting, but smaller funds that maybe can't get access to certain parts of the capital markets might find it advantageous to use delegated consulting. Also, trustees will consider timeliness of implementation of their asset allocation structure. In today's markets, the roadmap, the asset allocation targets are more complex than they have been in the past, so trustees may determine that they can implement their asset allocation structure more efficiently in a more controlled fashion if they delegate certain functions that they've performed in the past on their own.
Most important thing is that your duty is to the participants and beneficiaries, not to anyone else.
Who's running it, who's using it, and who's paying for it.
Fiduciary standards have some gray areas.
Have more contributions, more dollars coming in.